What's going on? We back. Goodfella Sports TV. Y'all know what the business is. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Making a little minor adjustments real quick. Yeah, we up in this thing, man. Appreciate everybody once again for being a part of the subscription family. Just, gonna talk some usual boxing talk. Talk about the AB presser today. Gonna talk a little bit about the fight as well. But a lot went on after I did the reaction to the press conference, man. And I guess we can address those things that went on um, after the festivities, man. And it's not good. Don't want to even have these type of conversations. But in boxing, uh, it's race driven, and when you have an ignorant fool like Adrien Broner, you got to talk about it. But don't forget to check out our sponsor, the Hellblaze, theHellblaze.com. Use my promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Go over there, get 18% off immediately. All that information is in the description. Don't forget to check out my Patreon for hardcore boxing fans. It's only $2 a month. And I got some raw and uncensored content already coming on there. I'm going to build on it each week. You're definitely going to get your bang for your buck, and you get fight predictions like at least 48 hours early. I might do a full week early or something like that for a lot of the brothers. Then you can check out my Food for Thought and Hood Series and etc. Tier to my Patreon. That's $5. You're definitely going to enjoy that tier. That's why I bumped the price up. It's definitely a lot of game in there, and it's cheap. I kept it cheap, affordable. Don't want to break nobody's pockets, but y'all know how YouTube is. I can't speak on boxing and certain subjects the way I want to speak. So basically, that's what the Patreon platform is for. So anybody out there supporting the support, you can go over there and cop something from the Help Blaze. Don't forget to use that promo code, or you can go donate to the donation link, or you can simply share the videos. Just join the Patreon, real cheap. Definitely get some free game there. Telling you, it's gonna be epic when I continue to build on it and put me a nice portfolio together. Y'all know how I run this channel. I'm gonna run that the same way. Aladdin Saddam, salute. Anonymous Junior, salute. James Jones, salute. Definitely appreciate everybody for coming on. And people I don't see no more. Shout out to Once Upon a Time people joining over here, and I obviously got mad because I had my opinion, and a lot of people switch sides. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate everybody that rock with me. I stand on my opinion. I don't waver, and I don't punk out. So if you like real talk, you ain't a sensitive little punk like some of these other dudes is out here. It is what it is. Either you with me or against me. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I'm probably the most fierce boxing channel, most fierce complete boxing channel out there. Some channels they do politics, some channels do fanboy shit and claim, or some channels just deceive. Some guys just do betting. I try to do everything. So at the end of the day, I may not always comment on everybody's channels, but I look the people I do look at channels. I do support you. I do thumbs up your video, even the people I don't like. I don't thumbs down your video. I don't hate on your video. I don't leave hateful comments on your video. I just keep everything neutral, you know. Like OG said, I just want to smoke a leaf. But them hating ass niggas, they will continue to watch and hate. You know what I'm saying? Over Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that crazy? Before we get into the topic, dudes hating over, really hating on my. It ain't even an opinion. It's a fact. But hey, everybody ain't built like me. Some channels talk boxing for 3 minutes, then go off track for 8. Exactly. But let's talk about Adrien Broner did some ignorant shit today, bro. I would play the audio, but you know how that is, man. Um, I would play the audio. Raymond, what's going on? Lamont, what's going on? CB Sports, what's going on? C4, what's going on? Debo, what's going on? Will Boog, Amir Shula, Ladam Saddam, James Jones, what's going on? Keep going up the list. Anonymous Junior, what's going on? Apparently, man, Adrien Broner told Team Pacquiao that he got some cat, some cooked cat for them, and some cooked German Shepherd for them. That's what he said. Even Ben Thompson from Fight Hype, who caught the footage, had to go, "Wow, really?" And Mike Coppenringer said something on Twitter about it, and I told him, I actually retweeted and say, keep the same energy when you talk about Team Mikey Garcia. Now, do we know Adrien Broner? I mean, Give me a minute. Turn my heater on. Y'all know it get cold as a motherfucker upstairs. Adrien Broner. Okay, at one point, all right, let's talk about the press conference. Then we get it. We just gonna keep it all about Adrien Broner and Manny Pacquiao. Okay, I'm not condoning. Saw what's going on. I'm not condoning what Adrien Broner said at all. He's ignorant. I didn't catch that until after I did the video, and he tells Team Pacquiao, "Cat, I got some cat for y'all. I got some German Shepherd for y'all too." And look here, completely out of bounds. Okay, hold on. Completely out of bounds by Adrien Broner, man. I mean, that was heinous, malicious, and that's not even the tip of the iceberg. If you didn't catch the press conference today, you actually missed Adrien Broner disrespecting Al Bernstein. Now, hold on. Now, I want to ask a question in the chat. All right. Everybody in the chat, it's a simple yes or no question. Did you catch when Adrien Broner, I'm going to ask two questions, so get ready. Did you guys catch when Adrien Broner disrespected Al Bernstein at the press conference today? Ronaldo 2, what's going on? It's a yes or no. Did y'all catch the press conference when Adrien Broner disrespected Al Bernstein? It's a two-part question. I just want to answer. Did anybody else see that? I'm going to give y'all a minute to answer that. You know, anybody see that? Okay, we got one person that's seen it. You know, Debo didn't see it. Will seen it. Janky seen it. Bernardo Till seen it. Okay, Amir didn't see it. Mr. White didn't see it. Mr. Boxing seen it. Darrell Smalls didn't see it. James Jones said chewed his ass. He's seen it. And Anonymous Jr. didn't. Anybody that didn't see that, okay, go back and watch it. He basically told, and I can just tell you, paraphrase here, it was more on the explicit level. He basically told Al Bernstein to, you know, I ain't effing with you. You be talking shit about me on Twitter, and you don't F with me, and all that stuff, you know. Now, I don't know to the extent of what Al Bernstein said about Adrien Broner on Twitter. And this was the equivalent of what he did to Leonard Ellerbe, okay? For one, when I seen Al Bernstein up there asking the question, this is before it happened, I said, damn, I'm glad Jim Gray wasn't up there. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, obviously they quartered Pacquiao first. They asked Pacquiao a few questions. And Broner said, I ain't talking to you. And said, you be hating on me. You against me. F you, you bitch ass nigga. And he, like, real talk, he went in on Al Bernstein like, oh, that's Al Bernstein who been around for a long time. And I don't know what Al Bernstein said. You know what I'm saying? I see Al Bernstein kind of come up on my Twitter sometimes. And he probably just was constructive criticism. But like I said before, going back, yeah, he did. I just said he called him a B-I-T-C-A. He called him I don't want to get flagged or nothing. He called him a B-N-word, you know. But I don't know what he said malicious about him, but I'm telling you, these dudes are sensitive. You know, these dudes are sensitive. Al Bernstein ain't went out his way to say nothing bad about Adrien Broner. I mean, even you go to Paulo Malignaggi, who surprisingly stays neutral when calling Adrien Broner fight after he felt like he got robbed by Adrien Broner and Broner made a fool of himself during national, you know, made a fool of Paulie during national TV about the whole girl thing. You know what? And I'm gonna ask the second part question before I go off. Would it be wrong if Al Bernstein, even if Broner was somehow beating Pacquiao, if it was close, would it be wrong for Al Bernstein to sway the public perception that Broner lost this fight? Would y'all be mad if Al Bernstein swayed the public perception on that fool? You know, that's a yes or no question. Would it be bad if Al Bernstein was biased against Adrien Broner going into this fight? You know, or should he stay professional? I mean, you got to be professional, okay? I mean, I wouldn't be mad at him because that's basic human nature. I wouldn't be mad at him. I'm just keep it real. Like I said before, and before he said, and I talked about the Leonard Ellerbe thing earlier this week. If I was Leonard Ellerbe, it wouldn't be bruh. He would have had to whoop me, you know, because I would have did a Teddy Atlas. I'd have pulled a sticky with the blicky eye. You know, I'd have did what Teddy Atlas did to Mike Tyson, pull that revolver out. I wouldn't be mad at Al Bernstein, man, if he went out there and he celebrated Pacquiao, knocked Broner out, or if he called it. I wouldn't be mad at him. It was no. You don't do your elders like that. You don't disrespect. Al Bernstein is a legend in the sport. Al Bernstein is a legend in the sport, bro. I wouldn't be mad if he called it by. I wouldn't even have one gripe with it. Adrien Broner, you get to one to root for Adrien Broner. You watch the press conference. You hear Kevin Cunningham put a lot of faith in Adrien Broner. You hear Mike Stafford. They seem like you want two brothers to put a good game plan together to beat Freddie Roach, and two amateur coaches, two coaches that can coach kids up from the ground up. I know Kevin Cunningham have done it with Devin, done it with Corey. Mike Stafford's done it with Rasheed Warren, done it with Adrien Broner. You want to see them brothers? You want to root for them brothers to beat Manny Pacquiao and Freddie Roach. The Quan gave salute. You want to reach. You want to root for. You root for. I'm looking like, yeah, I want AB to win. They seem serious. I want to go for the brothers. AB just take it all back. I obviously was on the roof for Adrien Broner. Listen to Stafford say he had to take Broner with him to keep Adrien Broner out of problems or out of trouble. This dude Adrien Broner been getting in trouble since he was a kid. Ain't nobody think about getting this dude no help, no medicine, no nothing. This dude been having the same problem for over almost 20 years. It sounds like 2 decades, and nobody thought about getting this dude Adrien Broner no help. This dude has been getting in trouble. He was facing almost a life sentence, missed the Olympics. He really have a mental issue, bro. This is deeper. This is deeper than life. In my opinion, this is deeper than boxing. There's something wrong with Adrien Broner legitimately. He gonna bleed all his money out fighting cases. If Al Heyman, bro, real talk, man, sweet science salute. If Al Heyman, man, if Al Heyman really cared about Adrien Broner, he gonna give him some psychiatric, whatever you call it, psychic help. He'll go admit him into a mental hospital, man, because something ain't right with Adrien Broner. This ain't CTE. This ain't nothing, man. This dude got a really problem. He got that athlete's complex, and where you such a, even though I don't know if he was the great athlete like that through school, but the star athlete able to get away with shit. They cheating on tests for him. They finessing a way to get into college and everything going, and he gets out of trouble. And at some point, at least for the star athlete, is one instance where he get in trouble so bad that he just barely get out of it, and he changed his life, and he like, okay, I can't do that no more. L5 player salute. Same thing with Ben Roethlisberger. I ain't gonna get into his story because that's his personal business. Alex Santos was going on. But what everybody know what Ben Roethlisberger did at the University of Miami, Ohio. He did it again in the professional leagues. People want to talk about the Me Too movement. Roethlisberger should be on the same level as R. Kelly, damn near. Okay, but Roethlisberger got married. He learned from his mistakes. It might have took him a couple times, or how many more times we know how many times he learned from his mistake. But he learned from his mistake. He moved on, became a family man. To my knowledge, didn't make those same mistakes again. He didn't make those same mistakes. Adrien Broner is making the same mistake over and over again. And none of these dudes can help him. None of these dudes help him. Barry Hunter, who got a grant for mentoring thousands and hundreds of young black males, who took Lamont Peterson and Anthony Peterson off the street and built them into respectable citizens when they could have easily been out here robbing and killing people. If Barry Hunter can't get to you, who can? Adrien Broner needs to be in the same asylum, man. Adrien Broner needs to be under mental health. He's not even fit to fight. I'm being dead ass serious. He need medication. And if Al don't, I'm gonna tell you who he gonna end up like, man. He gonna end up like Jermaine Taylor 1.5 or 2.0. He gonna be Jermaine Taylor, which Jermaine Taylor already probably had a problem, and they covered it up, and they beat that CTE in his head. Now he got a whole different type of problem. Adrien Broner is gonna be like Jermaine Taylor. That's exactly who his comparison is on track to be. That's exactly who he on track to be. I don't want to see AB on the back of a newspaper on CNN, ESPN, found in the trash can, or fingers cut off for going to jail. I mean, but at the end of the day, I mean, almost got a life sentence, missed the Olympics. Got shot. His truck got shot out like 8 or 10 times. He got arrested for DUIs. He got 2 sexual assault pending cases, allegedly assault pending cases against him. I mean, he done flushed, burnt money, flushed money down the toilet. What else he was dealing with? Talking about suicidal thoughts, dealing with baby mama trouble, saying F everybody. And don't nobody see this? He been having issues for years, bro. Ricky E, salute. Mr. White, salute. Appreciate it. As soon as I called your name, now you dropped in the super chat. Appreciate it. For years, ain't nobody think, you know what's so crazy about it, man? I done seen dudes like this my whole life. I done seen guys like him my whole life. I done seen dudes like this, and what they really do, it's a problem deep rooted that they don't want to talk about. It's a totally different issue that they don't want. I done seen dudes dudes that hated on me. They got personal, and as a kid, you don't know. Kids can be hateful, but they deal with stuff in a different manner. I had one dude that he said, "Hey, we used to go over to my mama friend's house. She eventually married this guy, whatever, and they would pick on me because I don't know why, they were just fucking haters, right? So it didn't bother me, but they would just constantly hate. But what's so funny is that in the 2nd grade, one of his friends, got me in trouble on my birthday, and I'm like, it is what it is. Nigga, I was always in trouble anyway. And then, he wanted to play a lie and shit about it, right? What's so funny is, come to get older, right? He ended up having kids, whatever, right? But he goes to Ohio. His mom and forth went back to Ohio. She got remarried a man. But what's so funny about it is how God worked. What's so funny is I had a father in my life, okay? My dad worked on airplanes, and he was a mechanic. He got his own car shop. Now, I had a father in my life. What's so funny about it is he go to Ohio one day, right? He got 2 or 3 kids at the time, and his mom arranges where his real dad show up. So his real dad show up, he run out the house. He thought his stepdad was his real dad until he was 23, 24 years old. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the kids and grown men deal with shit. I think he knew heart to heart, that physical connection, who your dad and who not your dad. You hear people talk, people say shit. What's so funny about it is, that, like, he was dealing with something. You know what I'm saying? And Adrien Broner could be dealing with anything along those lines. You don't know what these kids and men act out when they dealing with something. Now, is Adrien Broner on the down low? I don't know. Was Adrien Broner touched as a kid? Is Adrien Broner, dealing with a mental issue? Did something physically go wrong in his head where some screws knocked loose? Why he act that way? He's been acting like that his whole life. Did his mama smoke while he was a kid? Did she drop him on his head? Did she stand too close to the microwave? Is it a birth defect there? Because the kid was one hell of a talented person, very intellectual. I believe Adrien Broner went to Michigan Tech at 16 years old, and I believe he got sent as an enrollee, as an undergrad enrollee. He got sent home for being immature. So this is nothing new. This is nothing new with Adrien Broner. People think it's a joke. You know how you kid cussing? Oh, it's so cute. No, it's not cute. It's not funny. People approaching AB like he cute and cuddly, like, oh, no, this dude really got a problem. This dude legitimately got a problem. Now, I can see if the problem started as soon as he got money, but we're talking about since the adolescence, he's been having these problems. So, it's unfortunate, man, because it's a lose-lose for Adrien Broner, because Adrien Broner beat Manny Pacquiao. He never, you can't, imagine, I can't call it a relapse, but imagine what would happen. Imagine them handing Adrien Broner, and let's just say he win the fight. It do well. It do over 1 million pay-per-views. They hand Adrien Broner a $25-30 million check. And he won. I think he'll be in jail or dead by the end of the year. Imagine them handing Adrien Broner $20-30 million check after beat Manny Pacquiao. Like, dude, I don't think you ever see him in a boxing ring again. I will fear for his life. I will fear for him as a person. You know, if Al really cared about these dudes, man, he'd get these dudes, Adrien Broner, some mental help. He'd get him some help. He would get that man. It's something really wrong with Adrien Broner. He shouldn't be fighting nobody, man, until they find out what's wrong with him mentally. But hey, ain't nobody gonna say nothing until he go crazy and Deuce hang his kid out the window of a hotel, some Michael Jackson shit, till he hold a pistol to his girl head. And a lot of these dudes, they put Mayweather there. I mean, they put so many parameters, and I'll get to the rest of the shit in a minute, man. They put so many barricades there for AB, man, that nobody can help AB. Floyd Mayweather made it worse. Mike Stafford been his mentor since the beginning. Where's the father? Where's the daddy? Did the daddy touch him? Like, the daddy don't have a say so? Legendary Top Cat salute. Where's the daddy? Real talk. Where's the daddy? That kid, man, you know, the worst thing that can happen for Adrien Broner is to win. The worst thing that can happen for Adrien Broner is to win. Oh, no, you ain't have to block Kyle. He ain't say nothing wrong, man. You had to time him out, man. That's okay here, man. I'm not even tripping. Yeah, and when he would, man. There's no, I mean, I don't know he got, you know, Mike Stafford and Rasheed Warren, who don't seem to be good. And they just seem like AB being AB because he the money guy. Because he the money guy. I don't know what's going on, man. My dad and my granddad would grab me up like, nigga, even my mom would grab me up like, man, nigga, what is you doing? You know what I'm saying? Maybe and we can't put that all on their hands, but maybe they did have that conversation with him. But obviously they had the conversation 20 years too late. How did Adrien Broner make it out of Cincinnati, bro? It had to be because Mike Stafford was protecting him. Because man, them dudes, man, that wasn't the first time they fired 8 shots into Adrien Broner's truck or something like that. Somebody wanted to kill him. And then he beat the dude up at the bowling alley because he lost his money. You fighting regular civilians at the bowling alley because you lost your money. Like, nigga, you got thousands on top of thousands, millions on top of millions, and you fighting civilians at the bowling alley. And everybody ain't like this normal. It's not normal behavior. He's anointed. Like, his mom must be praying for him hard. Because when he go see when he go to the upper room or meet his maker in the afterlife, he can't say he ain't had a billion chances at life. That nigga, like, he like a cat times 10 since he want to talk about cats. He didn't have a chance at where I'm from, niggas don't get the chance that Adrien Broner got, bro. I got homies that's in the pen. Well, I ain't gonna say homies. I know guys that's in the pen that is smoke fiends that's doing 20 years, 15, 10 years, another dude, 12 years. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've seen dudes out here get popped in the head and lose their life. A lot of dudes don't get as many chances as Adrien Broner. If Adrien Broner is truly on this planet for a reason. God got somebody praying for Adrien Broner, bro. Because Adrien Broner could have got life 10 times over again, man. And you know what, man? Even if it's a part of the cat thing is a part of selling the fight, telling Pacquiao team, I got a cat for y'all cooked up, a German Shepherd cooked up, paraphrasing. Like, dude, at some point, if you, like, dude, you're going too far. You be wanting to root for a brother, man. Adrien Broner make it hard as a black man for me to want to root for him and pay to watch him fight. Stereotypical. All that jewelry on for what? And you owe 6 payments or 6 installments of 100,000, whatever it is, for jewelry already. I mean, come on, man. And it's sad. I thought about flying out to the Thurman fight, man. I might go out there this weekend. I might catch a flight out there and come back. I don't know. But like I said before, man, like he disrespected Al Bernstein, and Bernstein handled it with class. Al Bernstein say, I ain't about to lose my job. And I get the cussing out Adrien Broner and putting hands and throwing this mic and this water and this glass of water on Adrien Broner's head and lose my job. And mess my reputation up. You never know. Al Bernstein could have slipped up and say, boy, or use the N-word, and he would have been the headline. He could have been the headline. He could have just said some shit simple as, boy, oh, he racist. He called Adrien Broner a boy. Al Bernstein racist. He could have just slipped up and how he talked with some of his black colleagues. Like, these black people around here be letting me call him the N-word. Oh, Shay Sharp voice. You know how Shay Sharp be. Shannon Sharp. He be out there just made a mistake. Well, I ain't gonna say make a mistake, just call him an N-word. Like, who are you talking to? Easily Brian Custer could have slipped up and say, nigga, who is you talking to? Brian Custer probably got some hood in him. Brian Custer, man, probably Gus Johnson still working for Showtime and not Fox. Gus Johnson probably would put that microphone upside AB head and choked him out. He won't try that on Brian Custer. He gonna say, y'all better get Stephen A. Smith up here to interview me. Who he say Stephen A. Smith or I can't remember the other black guy he said. Y'all better get Stephen. Like, you just ignorant, bro. Like, ignorant. How your mama just sit there and say, I produced that ignorant clown? Oh, Gus from the D? Oh, yeah, Gus definitely would have snatched his buffs off his face and choked him out with the mic. I wouldn't have. Hey, dude. I look here, man. It's one of them slim instances. I wouldn't have been mad if Al Bernstein called him a nigga. I'm sorry. Y'all can call me a coon all you want to. I wouldn't have been mad that if he called him a boy, if he went up there and just beat the hell out of Adrien Broner. He deserved that ass whooping today. I ain't never heard Al Bernstein say nothing bad or out of bounds about a fighter. Appreciate it, KOD Testimonies Boxing and free rap freestyle. Anybody that watch battle rap, y'all gotta tell me when Cassidy and Goods go at it, man. I ain't been watching it like that for years. There's so many different battle raps now. I used to just watch URL. Now you got everybody else getting into the. I be seeing white guys on there who ain't got no bars. That kind of just turned me off to the shit. But yeah, maybe Broner is. See, I ain't even gonna put that. That could be a point. Cool man said, but Al Bernstein didn't deserve that treatment, man. He didn't deserve that treatment. But I also heard that, and I'll do a video about this, that Eddie Hearn say that they're gonna announce Broner and Pacquiao fight. After the Broner Pacquiao fight, they're gonna announce Floyd and Pacquiao. Excuse me, after that. So I don't know. I can see that happening. Oh, you say you a battle rapper? Shit on YouTube. Is it on this page you got right here? The QP Poll 44. Let me know. Send me a link to your page, or if that's the page, I could just click on it. But yeah, he wants Stephen A. Smith or Roy Jones. Yeah, Roy Jones. Just ignorant, bro. Just ignorant. Just ignorant. I don't think Floyd is coming back. I hope not. If Floyd come back, that's bad news for Errol Spence. Because I'm telling you, Errol Spence supposed to get that Pacquiao fight. There's a lot of things going on, man. If I continue on this, man. Eddie Hearn said he offered Triple G, and he said he wouldn't have offered Fury or Wilder to fight AJ at 60-40 split. Like, dude, that shit dead, bro. That shit dead. Yeah, he jumped the line at the airport, at the food place and stuff. So there's a lot of shit going on. You see Joe Joyce clout chasing Luis Ortiz. I'm just so sick of boxing right now as far as just the pussy shit, man. And yeah, AB is fighting the best competition he can find. And he said something that's funny that I didn't mention in my video that I should address. He said that I fight anybody, but you got two dudes walking around here like they cool on Saturday. He's supposed to fight Saturday. Was he talking about Badu Jack, Marcus Brown, or I don't know. He took a shot at somebody. I can't stream it on this channel. I have to stream it through the group. You have to follow the Facebook group. That's if I'm around. Manny Montana, yeah, I'm going to say $75 because AB versus Pac does nothing for the welterweight division. This fight is just a setup. for Floyd to get another bag. I definitely agree, Monty Montana. Appreciate you in the super chat, bro. Yeah, man. Mr. White say Saul. I tended to. Oh, you talking Saul? Okay. Al Bernstein stops AB in 7. I'd have stopped him right there in seconds. I took a water jug and went up right outside his head. But Al Bernstein ain't trying to fuck his pension up, his reputation up. So he handled that with class. You know what I'm saying? You know, he got to stop doing that shit, bro. Leonard Ellaby just sitting there. He did it to you too. We need more. I agree. I agree. That's it. It's cool. Okay. Um, Give me a minute. This should be moving fast. Hey, just email. Hey, Q, just email me your shit. My email in the script. Just email me your link so I can remember it. I gotta get better at checking my email. See, you think Floyd beat Pacquiao? Yeah, man. Man, Floyd stay in shape. Floyd beat him again. But I think Pacquiao been more active. On more football talk. Yeah, man. I mean, niggas got to start supporting the channel, supporting the football videos, man. You know, everybody on this little boycott NFL type shit right now. I still do them, but you know, at the end of the day, I mean, everything is racist. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, you still shop at H&M. I mean, you still shop at Walmart. You still drive racist cars that are owned, companies that are owned by racism. The computer or the phone you right now using is probably owned by somebody or started by somebody that's racist. You can't get away from racism. Then you better shop at all black stores. You better shop at all black gas stations. You better stop at all black shoe stores. Or matter of fact, it's just a thin line, man. Me and Callie was on the horn talking about that yesterday. When you talk about boycotting and black and white, man, boycott everything. And niggas act like the NBA got 30% big or 50% or 30% more black owners. They got one more black owner than the NFL, and that's Michael Jordan. And before him, it was Bob Johnson, who don't even own the Charlotte team no more. No longer owns BET. Okay, you know what I'm saying. Floyd does fight Pac next. What's Spence next move? I'm gonna say Omar Figueroa, John Molina winner. It ain't gonna be Terrence Crawford, which it should be. I heard some people are betting big on AB. Yeah, the odds. You know, I'm not fucking with him. I don't bet on boxing, bro. Like cash, it's hard to get me to bet on boxing. It got to be some shit like Tevin and Javante Tank Davis type shit. And I don't know who followed Tank on Twitter. He said he injured. You know, so I don't know if he trolling, but he said I don't know if should I tell people the injury before or after the fight. So I would consider that he was trolling. But you know, it is what it is. I like those basketball videos. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna crank up basketball, football. Let's see basketball. I want to do more basketball. Basketball don't really heat up until after the All-Star break. That's just what it is. Um, that's why he holds that against Mayweather, hard cold in the game. All we would have to do is separate ourselves, but we skip exactly, bro. We don't know. Don't nobody know actually how to do it, man. But we got brothers that know how to build stuff. But at the end of the day, this clown I mean, come on, let's just talk about this for a second. Okay. This clown is building a fence. It's not a wall. He building a fence that is not even gonna keep people out because the fence can't go in the water. And people still can take a boat or raft and go around the coast and still get in around the wall. So we're really not paying our service people, our government service people, because he wants a fence. It's not a wall. He wants a fence that's not going to secure people. If you look at the immigration numbers, they've been dropping drastically over the last couple of decades from millions to 100,000. So illegal immigrants ain't from Mexico, and I don't have nothing against, Mexicans. Okay, usually when somebody say that as racist, and it's not even about to be a racist comment, but they're not the problem. They're not the problem. It's domestic terrorists that's the problem in this country. Go back and watch all these documentaries on Netflix while you got it. 80s documentary, 90s documentary in particular. I didn't finish the 80s. But in particular, the 90s documentary has a terrorist episode about all the terror that was done from Caliban and Unabomber. And guess what? All of them was domestic terrorist white people that harmed this country. And if you want to talk about the thing that happened in New York on 9/11, That was due to lack of security, and the president knew it was coming. The government. So I mean, I don't want to make it about that, man. You have to join the Patreon for talk about that. I don't want to make it about that, but you know, it's just it's all flash in the pan. You know, but like I said, man, Adrien Broner, man, you want to root for him when you heard Kevin Cunningham and Mike Stafford talking good. You wanted to root for him. You know, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get behind AB for this one. Maybe I think about, going to the movies or going to Wild Wings and stream, or not streaming the fight, trying to support the fight. I mean, it was unnecessary to say Manny Pacquiao, cat, you gonna eat cats and you gonna eat dogs. I'm paraphrasing. That was just so disrespectful, man. He just set the culture back. We harped on the Earl Bernstein situation. Then, kind of on the lighter note, you could talk about then we could talk about well, it ain't even a lighter note. This is something else you can turn up to. It's that the drug testing. Let me tell you this, man. If my math serves me correctly, what did they introduce? When was Pacquiao and Broner announced? When was Pacquiao Broner announced? If anybody can give me a date, I'm gonna try to search it up. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. It was announced November 20th. It claims that it was announced. So my timeline of my video was drastically off. So if they announced this fight November 20th, excuse me if my math is off a little bit, or November 18th, however we want to say it. Okay, let's do the math. If this fight was announced November 20th, right? They didn't test for a full month. Okay, so from the 20th to about, let's just say from the 18th to December 18th, they didn't have drug testing. So they would have tested the week of Christmas, the first week of January, the second week of January. So they only been testing for this fight under VADA. They only been testing for this fight for a month. In my estimation, there only been drug testing for this fight for a month. That's true, Will Book. It is. So they only been drug testing each other, testing for this for a month. So Adrien Broner claimed that he had to complain to get tested. Now, originally they were supposed to do USADA. USADA is more expensive, and USADA obviously does the Olympic team, right? So they switched to VADA through the WBC. Now my problem is, why do you have to do the WBC VADA when the WBA has a VADA drug clean testing program as well? So what is the WBA doing? If the WBA got a VADA testing program, why aren't they utilizing it? Manny Pacquiao is a title holder. Fake title holder, but he's a title holder. So Keith Thurman been out here holding the title for 2 years, not getting tested by VADA WBA. Manny Pacquiao been out here fighting Matisse for a title when he should have been mandated to take VADA testing through VADA WBA, not testing. So in actuality, Manny Pacquiao fought, basically all last year with no drug testing. Adrien Broner tested for Jesse Vargas. I was at that fight. I know USADA and USADA cost more, so I'm not sure. They both answered the WADA. So I don't know if it's any more thorough. But all I'm saying is that neither one of these dudes been tested only 4 weeks out. 4 weeks out, and Adrien Broner said that he had to complain, just to get testing. So, I mean, what is Al Heyman doing, bro? What is this? What is it? What is this? Floyd Mayweather would have made sure they tested 8 to 12 weeks out. So my whole thing is, and Adrien Broner, he made an excuse versus Mikey Garcia, which was a crazy excuse that Mikey ran all night when he was the one that was running. I don't want to hear from Adrien Broner. I'm equal across the board. I said the same thing about Julian J. Rock and Charlo. I say the same thing about anybody else. Okay, anybody else out there? Yeah, he fought him in Malaysia. Exactly, Mr. Fitz. I don't want to hear nothing about drug testing. If Pacquiao knock him out, I don't want to hear Troy King, and I respect Troy King. I don't want to hear Town. Town is my brother. We speak. I don't want to hear Cali Enigma. I don't want to hear none of these. Me and Town had conversations about this. I mean, I talk to Town pretty often and Cali pretty often. You know, and I don't want to hear nobody feeling sorry for Adrien Broner. If Adrien Broner says everything is okay, and we can speculate, we can say whatever we want to say about Manny Pacquiao. But at the end of the day, Adrien Broner chose to put the key in the car and start it up. Adrien Broner should have cleared that shit. Adrien Broner should have stopped this fight. Adrien Broner should have made sure they was testing weeks out. At least 8 weeks out would have been formidable enough. But he didn't do it. So if he go in there and get stopped, don't say me that Manny Pacquiao pet stories. Unless it's some superhuman shit in there. And which is probably gonna be some superhuman shit. Or people gonna exaggerate it as superhuman shit. So at the same time, they only did a month worth of testing. Sound fishy to me. Tax lady told me they letting some claim people in Mexico on their taxes. That's crazy. Probably so. But I tell you, the Mexicans ain't the problem here. As far as a security threat. Trust me. Now jobs, yeah, you know. But I mean, like I said before, I don't want to make it about that. You ain't struggled unless you lived in up here in the Midwest. We talking about jobs. We talking about Ohio, Detroit. Y'all, you niggas don't know the struggle about finding a job, especially for people that got an F on their report card. You guys wouldn't know how to hustle. A lot of people don't understand it, bro. It's bad. It's bad. You know, you got to put 1,000 applications here just to get one. You got a clean driving record, a good work record. You know, that's really the going rate. It's bad. It's not like being down south. You know, Detroit got the best hustlers you can imagine. How some single mothers do it, I don't know. How some niggas out here that got F's on their report cards do it, I don't know. You know, how some of these dudes survive and drive all these fancy cars and I don't know. But salute to them. You know, because you're talking about a workforce problem. Man, come to Detroit, man. It's not just the amount of jobs that lacks. It's the grade of people that's here. Nah, down south ain't got nothing on Detroit. No, they don't. I stayed down there. They ain't got nothing on it. Nothing. Maybe some places in like Louisiana, some small towns like that. But talk about South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, even Alabama, like that, I got a job. Atlanta, like that. You know, Houston, I know some of my boys down there in Houston, Dallas doing their thing. Got baby mansions, dudes in Atlanta, underrated darkness salute, doing their thing. It's nothing like your worst thing in the South. Imagine it times 5 being worse. That's Detroit and Ohio. Ohio, Youngstown. All through Ohio, they done cleared the auto industry, then died out. All up in Michigan, the Detroit, Northeast Michigan, then died out. It done died out. It's no hustle there. You know, GM is dropping plants like that. Or everybody going to Toledo or coming up to Detroit for factory jobs. It's bad. It's bad. But the lineage of Detroit of how to hustle and how to survive, man, is second to none. Guys, boxing corner salute, brother. So I mean, that's all Detroit had was factories. That's all Ohio had was factories, industrial, and it's gone. And then on top of that, you go through Ohio and Michigan, that's KKK country. Trust me. You talk about the South KKK racism, man, since the homeboy got in office, front card. And then, you know, you got jobs up here that they try to, before I get back on topic, they have to be like strainers. You know, you want to strain out everything as much as possible. Your credit score got to be good, okay? Your license got to be good. They pulling here for drugs. Any way they can kind of separate the candidates. Anyway, they gonna find a way to do it. I mean, come on. It's getting ludicrous. I done seen jobs where they mouth swab you daily because you using machinery. I done seen jobs that take hundreds and hundreds out of your check for uniforms or for drugs. I mean, it's bad. Indiana too. I meant to mention Indiana. That's why a lot of people from the even the East, out of New York, where it's overexpensive to live, a lot of people leave New York and leave Michigan and move. If you go to Atlanta, I stayed in Atlanta for a minute. If you go to Atlanta, it ain't nobody, it ain't nothing but people from New York and Detroit and Atlanta. A lot of them. A lot of them. You know, he said, I went to school in Arkansas. I loved it. But if you could survive Detroit, you could survive anywhere. He ain't lying, bro. He ain't lying, dog. I love living in Montgomery. I love Montgomery. Montgomery had a hood side to it, and then they had the suburban side to it. I used to go over to Auburn, Montgomery, and I had this girl, this white girl I used to mess with. I used to be cool with and shit. I love Montgomery, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people wouldn't lie. I didn't like it at first, but, you know, it was different. You know, everybody was nice, you know, but like I say, man, I loved Atlanta before, you know, it really, you know, turned into what it is now. 07, 08, 09, I loved Atlanta. Florida, I never really got shaken with Florida like that. No offense to Florida, I'm good. Florida is one of them places that, you know, really, really black people don't belong. You know, I've never lived South Florida or been to South. I've been to Miami, but yeah, that's just another topic. But the Gump, loved it. Talking about beautiful women from Mobile, Selma, Birmingham. I mean, Prattville was straight. You know, paintball. The Gump was good, bro. One too far from Atlanta. I could shoot over there every weekend. It was good. It was good. It was good. I'll go back down there and live if I want to. A lot of the dudes that I know I went to college with that was from Oakland, California, girls that's from Oakland, kids from SoCal, people from, you know, everywhere, Detroit, everybody, you know, got a degree and pretty much stayed in the Montgomery area. You know, so I mean, people liked it. It was straight. No, but, you know, do I talk about AB in the matchup? You know, well, the drug testing, we can continue to talk about the drug testing. Fred said he about to get in on some of the stuff down in Detroit, some of the property. I can help him out. You know, my homeboy, he got a house for 10 G's out in Melvindale. You know, he had to bring it up to code was a bitch, but it's nice. You know, get a house on my block for like 5. She get a house on my block for 1,000, bro. You want, if they didn't tear it down, then you could just build it back up. But I'm getting out. You know. But, you know, talking about the drug testing, but I don't want to hear no excuses, but it's a shame that, you know, that they only did a month worth of drug testing. That sounds fishy to me, but it sounds like a setup for AB. It sounds like a setup for AB to lose. It sounds like a setup for Floyd Mayweather to take on Manny Pacquiao. It sounds like that type of setup. Oh yeah, Bama got Bama got some horses. Bama got some thoroughbreds, bro. Y'all get me off topic. I used to go to the club. Oh my God, bro. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. Bama got some horses. They got some thoroughbreds, bro. I'm talking about the yams. Oh my God, bro. But yeah, Bama got some hot heavyweight. Man, I'm into all bitches. Big bitches, small bitches, thick bitches, skinny. They had it all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that. You fuck all y'all niggas, man. Be choosy, man. Beggars be choosers. Some of the best be on ugly women, bro. Make sure you strap it up though. Niggas be out here acting like they all mess with all bad. Can't no nigga fuck with all just bad bitches, bro. Trust me. Ain't no nigga unless you got bread fuck with all bad. And bad bitches don't even be having the best shit. Born ass, laid ear ass, man, please. You better get you a nice dark skinned chick. You know, I'm telling you, go crazy. Or get you one of them low self-esteem, light skinned bitches, man. What's up, Kurt Sugar? Shit, Detroit got some dog ass bitches. They been to ran y'all niggas up out of there though. They been to finesse some of you niggas, dog. Now Jersey women is the most cutthroat women. I don't know. Kurt Sugar just came in on cue, but Jersey women some of the most cutthroat chicks. Not New York black women now. You know, not New York black women. Like New York and Jersey make you appreciate Detroit women. Okay. New York black women are like the bottom of the barrel for some reason. I don't know why it's like that in New York, but you know, I go around New York and I see more brothers with white girls and Puerto Ricans than sisters. You know, and I guess the black women, I don't know what's wrong with the black women in New York. Oh yeah, I can anywhere out that like DC. I had a nice little cool chick. I ain't mess with her like that. We just went to college together. She was cool as fuck from DC. I've never had a problem with a few DC people I met. People from DC is cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Now Baltimore, I had too many run-ins with Baltimore. But DC, oh man, smart, clean cut people, beautiful women. I ain't had a problem. I ain't never beef with nobody. Now Chicago, I beef with a few niggas in Chicago. Now I had great outstanding relationships with a few niggas in Chicago. But I beef with a few people in Chicago in my time. But DC, oh yeah. But like that, them East Coast women, I don't know about them, bro. Like New York, New Jersey, Philly. I don't know, bro. Some of them be kind of a little edgy, bro. It's kind of like you, like they be trying to dog dudes out, like dudes. You know what I'm saying? But down south, bro. Oh man, cook you a meal, man. It's money down south. You know what I'm saying? It's money to be had. What the girls in Miami saying? I mean, Miami got a lot of them Haitians. Dark. They got a lot of different flavors down there. So my people, pretty much chicks in Florida was cool as fuck too. To be honest, the black ones I met, yeah, I ain't have a problem with them neither. I met plenty of them. Cool as hell. I'm telling you, East Coast though, oh man, no, no, no. Hit it and quit it, bro. But yeah, back to AB, man. We got me on topic. But yeah, that drug testing is crazy though, that they only did a month of drug testing by my estimation. But I don't want to hear AB complain about it. I don't want to hear AB complain about it. At the end of the day, should have postponed the fight. But like I said, man, I expect Pacquiao to talk about the technical part of it. I expect Pacquiao to be victorious. And Broner just embarrassed me as a brother today. It's an embarrassment that what he did today. What he done to Al Bernstein today. What he said about the Pacquiao camp eating cats and dogs. That was embarrassment. That was an embarrassment. But hey, that's what I'm saying. It's AB being AB. It's AB being AB. But I think Broner got a perfect record versus Southpaws. Obviously when you talk about Southpaw and Orthodox, Adrien Broner right hand is gonna be the ticket. Pacquiao 1-2 is gonna be the ticket for him. So it's basically gonna be. I think it's gonna be for Adrien Broner is he's gonna be trying to. I think they talking about Marquez. I think they trying to get Broner to hit him with the overhand right. If I was Adrien Broner, I would use my right hand. I would use my left hook sparing. I wouldn't throw my left hook. I wouldn't throw Mark, what's going on? I wouldn't throw my left hook with a lot of authority. I would throw it as a setup shot. I would dig to Pacquiao's body. But the one punch I think Broner generates great power on is that uppercut. I think Broner, a counter right uppercut is going to be the key for Broner. If Broner's going to stop Pacquiao, it's going to be started because of that uppercut. Catching Pacquiao coming in with that uppercut. but he's gonna have to set it up using the left hook. That's what's gonna have to be the ticket: the left hook, right hand, and body shots. That's what's gonna have to be. You know, left hook, check left hook. Check left hook, jab, keeping Pacquiao off balance, moving away from Pacquiao right hand. You know Pacquiao gonna throw. Because Pacquiao bounce, 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 bounce. Sit down when he throw. So anytime Pacquiao getting ready to sit down, you got to move away from the right hand. You got to go to your left. You got to dip. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to time that. And Broner's going to have to keep it tight. Because Broner's going to have to be in close with Manny Pacquiao. You know, I think he should adopt the Jeff Horn. I think he should adopt the Jeff Horn plan. And that's smother Pacquiao, walk Pacquiao down, bang to the body, stay away from the straight left. Okay? He stays away from the straight left. As soon as Pacquiao sets up, then you go ahead and tie up. You go under the combination, tie up from under the arms, roll out. And eventually you use your left hook, set him up with the uppercut. All right, Zulu, more to salute. That's what you're gonna have to do. That's the only punch that Broner can really hurt Pacquiao with one of them, and that's the right hook, the right uppercut. I like his left hook. I think Pacquiao will be looking for that. I don't think like that, bro. AB don't think he don't. But he's better fighting on the front foot, and he'd be better banging Pacquiao to the body and shooting that uppercut. That uppercut is gonna be vicious, but you know, pretty much Pacquiao's gonna do what he always do: 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. You know, as soon as he bounces on his toes, he gives it away. Mayweather exposed it. When he sit down and he's not bouncing on his toes no more, then he's gonna shoot that. Sometimes he'll get in there, mix it up, shoot the right lead with the right hand, and I think that's what Broner should catch him at. Catching in with a right hand, uppercut, and shoot combinations behind that. Pacquiao ain't as fast as he used to be, but Broner's still fast and twitchy, you know. But if he's gonna try to outbox Manny Pacquiao and walk back Pacquiao into a shot, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Xavier Salute, he said Broner needs to fight like Plant did. It doesn't mean he'll do it though. I don't think he need to fight like Plant to be in particular, but that wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't think that would be a bad idea. That would be a nice game plan to be actual. But he's not dealing with the Uzatagi. He's dealing with Pacquiao. So I think Pacquiao was better on his front foot. And him fighting like Plant will kind of be kind of like Marquez, you know, a little bit, and trying to walk Pacquiao into something. That's cool. That could be a plan A or B or C. But I think one of his plans needs to be aggressive, body work, and then look to use that plan and walk Pacquiao into a right uppercut. But it's my personal feeling. I have a feeling AB is going to stay in defensive mode all night. I mean, is that a feeling or is that I've been seeing him do that for the last few fights. I believe so as well, too. No matter how hard the puncher is or how light the puncher is, ever since the Madonna fight, I mean, even with the Paulie fight, you know, or the Gavin Reese fight, people forget about the Gavin Reese fight. Gavin Reese is actually the guy who actually laid the blueprint on how to beat Manny Pacquiao. Paulie Malignaggi took his blueprint from Gavin Reese. Gavin Reese was the first guy to expose that Adrien Broner couldn't handle more than two or three punches at a time. I don't believe in AB power like that, bro. Especially at 147. I don't believe in it, but I do believe he got the power in the left hook and the right uppercut. But I don't think he's going to throw enough. It's very few one-punch knockout fighters in boxing throughout history. There's very few guys that can knock you out with one punch, and Adrien Broner ain't that. You know, so Adrien Broner is going to have to do it by accumulation to the body and then work upstairs and smother him like Jeff Horn did. And also, Jeff Horn took some chances. Chances makes champions. Does AB have the innate skills to outmaneuver Pacquiao too? No. I mean, I've seen him box before on the back foot and stick and move. That's what he's gonna have to do, like he fought Khabib. I think he has the potential to do it. But can he? I mean, he gotta let his hands go, and I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think Mike Stafford and Kevin Cunningham are able to get Pacquiao Broner to do it. You know. And they're not able to get Broner to throw them. And the game plan is going to have to be Broner on the front foot. Broner is a front foot fighter. Broner got to come behind the high guard, walk Pacquiao down, use his jab, put him on his back foot like Jeff Horn did. He ain't as strong as Jeff Horn, but he's faster. He might can punch harder than Jeff Horn. He got more velocity. Broner, at heart to heart, Broner is a pressure fighter. Carl Phillips salute. Broner is a pressure fighter. Broner is at his best when he walking his opponent down and beating him up like a punching bag. Ronnie Boy Fresh said 120, 108. Watch. I think Broner get around in 2. I think he get more than around in 2. I think he get 3. But I got him getting stopped in 11. But after the comments he made today about Team Pacquiao eating cat and dog, what Pacquiao already don't like fighting black fighters, okay? Let's just keep it real, okay? He didn't want to give Crawford his shot. He didn't want to get AB. He picked AB because, AB is vulnerable. And then we can have another conversation before we get into Q&A. I got time today. Okay. And we had a conversation this morning. If you didn't catch it this morning, it's the first video I did this morning, man. First live stream. It was really good money. Okay, we had a really good time talking this morning. But when we talk about fighters, every time we talk about a fight now, I talk about a fight just on social media in general. It's all about, oh, this guy more popular than that guy, or this guy more popular than that guy, or that guy. Like, dude, can we just? Oh, AB make more money than Terrence Crawford, or Adrien Broner is more popular than Crawford, and he put more asses in the seat. At the end of the day, man, Terrence Crawford to beat the god-walking shit out of Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner was handpicked by Manny Pacquiao and his team to make Pacquiao look better. Texas T, salute. Bradley, I'm not mad at it. Clotty quit. Clotty was paid off, and Mayweather, they had to happen. The money was too much. Bob Arum forced the Timothy Bradley fight. Pacquiao ain't looking to fight no young black fighters. Neither is Floyd Mayweather, to keep it fair. They're not looking to fight no young black fighters. And neither was Mayweather. I'll keep it 100. Always do. Mayweather wasn't looking to fight the brothers. Say what you want to say. AB a tough dude and got hard. I can't see him getting stopped. Tyrone Graves. I know you can't. I think he's getting stopped. That's my personal opinion. I could be wrong. But, like I tell you before, I say it again, Kevin Hill, salute. I said it before and I say it again. Each fighter has neurologically has a punch count. It's only so much punishment you can take before you can have the baddest chin in boxing. Some guys like Hagler get out before that chin is cracked. Some guys stay in. You see the biggest, baddest dude with the chin, they start breaking down. It happens. And I say that to say this. Has Pacquiao taken too much punishment? Has Broner taken too much punishment? We got to see. Nobody can go out and fight offensive, for 10, 15 years and just keep taking shots on the chin. A knockout is coming. Kovalev, it was coming. You drinking vodka, it can be old rotten potatoes, whatever you want to say vodka is bad for you. If you're not working on your defense and your defense is your chin, your offensive fighter, somebody gonna touch that chin. Pacquiao will not tire out like Madonna did. If Pacquiao gets a chance like he did versus Jeff Horn, it was at the 9th round, when he had Jeff Horn damn near anybody else would have stopped that fight. He get Broner like that tonight, he gonna finish Broner. He gonna finish Broner. He is. And I think for Pacquiao, body shot. Pacquiao is a very underrated body puncher. If Pacquiao can slip a couple punches to the gut and to the solar plex and dress Broner up, it can happen. Now, Broner can do it as well, too. He can hurt Pacquiao. But will he let his hands go? If not stop, it's going to take a Margarito ass whooping. It could be. Because Margarito was talking about how Freddie Roach was shaking Detroit versus everybody. And then Pat Broner go say cat dog today. So we'll see. I can see Broner standing defense all day and then trying to make a go of it at the end and try to press. Broner's one of them dudes that go into safe mode. If you hit too hard, and Floyd went into safe mode, okay? If you hit Floyd with something that Floyd didn't like, Floyd is gonna try his hardest not to let that shit happen again. Different is that Floyd computes it and say, you know what? This is what I gotta do beat that punch. I ain't gonna let him hit me with that punch again. I'm a roller. He was a wizard. He was a defensive wizard. Adrien Broner, he get hit with that punch. You know what? I don't like that, so I'm gonna cover up so it won't happen again. Two different things. Floyd, oh, I'm gonna make sure I don't get hit with that punch, and I'm about to whip his ass. Broner, oh, I just want to survive. And a lot of guys in boxing, when we talk about the punkness and the prissiness in the sport of boxing, we don't talk about how many fighters go into safe mode. How many fighters are just gracious to make it to the 12th round and hopefully to get a bogus decision. That's boxing. That's boxing today. And rather you try and get a knockout and go balls to the wall, guys would rather just go 12 rounds and hope to get a bad decision. Or just happy to say they finished on their feet. That's boxing. That's part of boxing today. Ain't none of these dudes, they get hit with something, and a lot of these dudes say, you know what, I'm just gonna survive the 12 rounds. Ain't nobody gonna say, okay, the sauna hot today. I mean the hot tub hot today. Well, let's see if it's hot enough to burn me. Let me go in there and keep going for it. No. If that was the case, Sugar Ray Leonard probably would have got stopped by Duran. Because Duran was killing him with some punches, bruh. If that was the case, Marvin Hagler would have beat the hell out of Roberto Duran. Duran would have quit. If that was the case, Tyson Fury would have stayed down. Yeah, Danny Garcia be Pacquiao be interesting. It'd be Pacquiao, regularness against Danny Garcia, master counterpunch. And I always like a aggressive fighter versus a counterpuncher. Can't really go bad with that fight. That's actually the fight that we should be getting. But I would have a guess that if he don't fight Floyd Mayweather Pacquiao and they give him a choice to put Errol Spence on the back burner, Danny Garcia somewhere in the cut. It'd be Danny Garcia's counterpunching ability versus Manny Pacquiao. I'm not sure where Danny Garcia is at mentally and physically. Well, mentally, I'm not sure where he's at. But he's a strong kid, great counterpuncher. But like I said before, man, we've talked about dudes ducking 50 million, guys ducking guys, and not wanting to fight the best. Man, I think we don't talk about how many guys go into safe mode. If Mikey beat Earl, I believe that's next. If Mikey lose, I don't think that's going to be the case with Mikey and Manny. That should have been now. That should have been the fight you got now. But obviously, Adrien Broner wasn't fighting no damn Earl. And Sean Porter wasn't either. And also, before I get to Q&A and finish up, Sean Porter and Yugas don't have a venue. People that care. They're not going to fight the MGM Grand. They moved it to, I don't know where it's going to be. I heard it ain't going to be the Barclays Center, so I'm not sure if they're going to stay in Vegas or go to the StubHub or go to the Hard Rock. My guess will be that fight, if it stays in Vegas, is going to be at the Hard Rock. Smaller venue. Like I told you, man, Sean Porter is about to find out, and I hate to get off topic again. Sean Porter is about to find out that he ain't no draw. Is Garcia the best counterpuncher is he the best counterpuncher in the game? Him or Canelo? Canelo, good counterpuncher. Fury is another good counterpuncher. I don't think Fury in that class though. Maybe he could be. I'm trying to think. You got a nigga scratching his head and shit. Trying to think. Tony Harrison shown to be somewhere in there, maybe tier 2, tier 3. I'm trying to think of all the fighters I could think of. I would say Garcia and Canelo are two of the best counterpunchers. Oh, Crawford is a good counterpuncher as well too. So yeah. I think those that Rigo, yeah, I like Rigondeaux. Great counter puncher. We forget about him. But Danny Garcia gotta have good timing because he's slow. So I'm going to try to hit Davis and Mares up. Yeah, I know Cali trying to go to that fight. But like I told you before, I don't know if you was in here. I heard that Tank Davis said he was injured on Twitter today. So tread lightly. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Lara's a good punk. I don't like Lara. I'm sorry. I can be honest. Like, I like him versus Jared Hurd, but I'm not just gonna go to no Lara fight. That Ishe Smith and Terrell Goucher fight did it for me, bro. Oh my god, I couldn't stand Lara, bro. It came to the point where I didn't even want to speak about the guy because I didn't want to tarnish his name. I just terrible fighter, man. As far as entertainment value, other than Jared Hurd and Angulo fight, terrible. Vadas Monterosian 1 was the absolute worst. Vadas Monterosian 2 was almost as worse. I think Vadas Monterosian and Eris John D. Lara 1 is absolutely the worst fight I ever watched live in my life. Lara and Vadas Monterosian 1 is the worst fight I ever lost in my life. Watched it live in my life. I've seen not in the worst fight. I've seen some bad Rigondeaux fights, but Lara, man, good God. Good God, I couldn't stand that motherfucker, man. I didn't want to hate on him because he already got, man, Mexicans can't stand them fucking Cuban fighters, bro. I'm telling you, I got a couple fucking Mexican homies on social media. They can't stand them niggas, man. Gamboa, everybody like because he was entertaining, I guess. But they can't stand that Rigondeaux, bro. They hated Rigondeaux. They thought Lomachenko was Mexican for a day. They can't stand him, bro. Has PB announced who's going to be on the Peterson undercard? No, I got to check that out. I forgot when that fight is. What do you think about the 2019 fights? They okay. Ain't nothing I'm looking forward to. Now I'm gonna go say I do look forward to Peterson and Lippy. Yes, that's one of my Caleb Truex and Peter Quillen, the two fights, and Oscar Rivas and Brian Jennings this weekend. I'm looking forward to those fights. Always want to see Shakir fight, but nothing special yet. And usually the first half of the year ain't hot. I look for a summer fight at the Barclays Center. And good fall fights, but I don't see nothing special coming. My favorite fight would be Planton Benavidez or Crawford and Errol Spence. I don't care about Gay J. But y'all can ask questions now, pretty much. Tyrone, that was one of the most beautiful shots. How he blocked the shot with this. OJ talking about? I don't know what they talking about. Don't throw Harrison in the conversation. Man, he was tagging your boy up, Charlo. He was tagging Charlo with that counter jab. He was tagging Charlo with that right hand. He was tagging Jared Hurd and Willie Nelson with them counters. Just had no stamina. Lara would have fought other cats the way he fought Hurd. He would have been more popular. Yep. Hurd made him fight that way. The Caleb Plant fight was a great fight, Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant almost did $1 million on FS1. That's more than what Broner and Garcia did on Showtime. That's more than any fighter done on Showtime, not named Deontay Wilder. What's up with Mighty Mo? He coming back, Ronnie Boyfriend. I don't know he deleted that. You probably got it. You typed it wrong. But Mighty Mo coming back March 9th on a Bivol and Joe Smith Jr. card. Yep. I think he's going to be fighting that Jack Contrail guy from the UK who beat O'Harry Davis. Or I could be wrong. If Spence don't fight Bud in 2019, I'm done with the welterweights. Yeah, you might as well get done. Y'all can ask questions now. I don't know. Any questions y'all got, I'll try to answer them. I'm about to go eat. I ain't in a rush to go eat, but I'm about to go eat. I don't think it'll happen, but it happens if J-Rock be heard. If it isn't the fight sooner than May. I think it's a Fox thing. Fox only had 2 dates available, and May 11th was the date they went with. I'm not sure about the venue. They're trying to get it in the DMV, which I would love for it to be in the DMV just to go down there because I don't have no other reason. Love Chocolate City, but in DC, but J-Rock want compensation for going to DC. You know what I'm saying? They want compensation. And like it's far from Philly, but like they got a shot anyway. But Stephen Bredman is pretty much making those decisions on J-Rock's behalf. PBC should try to sign Rashid Ellis. He's still with Golden Boy. His brother ain't with Golden Boy. Lil B-Hop come back next weekend on the Keith Thurman, Josito Lopez undercard. So, yep. Get done then. Who better, Haney or Stevenson right now? I couldn't tell you right now. If you said they fought each other, not they too close, far away in weight. I think they're both good. I think Haney might be further along because he got more pro experience, but I like Shakur Stevenson a lot, but I think Haney be better competition. That's the only reason I give Haney the edge. But they both can fight. I think Haney's a hell of a fighter. So is Stevenson. What do you think about Jack and Marcus Brown? Yeah, I haven't been able to break that footage down, man. I got to break that footage down. Marcus Brown he's just erratic, man. I don't know. His performances ain't consistent. Badou Jack be 36 this year, so it'll probably be only right if Marcus Brown knock him out, right? And then go get beat up by a fucking Bivol or something like that. But do you think Plant will meet Charlo? That's a possibility. I think Plant is the better fighter, though. My personal opinion. I don't think he want that Plant smoke. I think Plant is the best super middleweight right now. Could change. Venues is too small. I mean, they can do it at where the Wizards play at, right? I mean, I don't know if that's close to where the hell he at, but I know the MGM Harbor National, whatever the hell it's called, is too small. You know, I would say he could do it with the Wizards at. May 11th for ballpark is too cold still, so that's out the question. So it probably will be at the Barclays Center. If I had to pick, if you had to pick a venue, I don't know, man. If they and I'm hearing Town said Tony Harrison is going to be on that undercard versus Charlo 2. Excuse me, Jamil Charlo and Tony Harrison 2 is supposed to be on the same card as J Rock and Jared Hurd. So I mean that's a Barclay trip. That's probably gonna take me from going to the Bud fight, to be honest. Because I was gonna take my family out to the Bud fight. I was going to the Bud fight. They was just gonna be in New York. So I was going out to there for that fight. But now, if I can get Harrison and Charlo 2 on the J Rock and Jared Hurd undercard, I'm just gonna take that trip out there 2 or 3 weeks later. Did Pac eat a cat or a German Shepherd? No, I think Pacquiao ate his dog. I'm not sure what his dog was. His dad had to cook his dog when they was little. That's how poor they was. Hassan Barbie say, as I thought about Crawford beat Spence because skill beat size. Wade doesn't win fights. Fights win fights. Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, I'm a Charlo fanboy. I ain't mad. At least you admit it. Did Pac eat? Yeah, I already answered that. Cool Man said, man, that was the Quan Gates that said he a Charlo fanboy. Cool Man said, man, Uncle Al can get J Rock the beard, the bread for her, his homecoming fight. He could, but is he worth it? National Harbor is too small for a fight down there. Yeah, I heard. Javante Tank Davis say that. No Capital One is too big and costly. All right, there we go. We got issues there. Will they can fight their ass? I'm pretty sure the Armory is too small then too. Yeah, you think Benavidez and Plant will fight? Yeah, I think that fight is definitely gonna happen. If you can count on the fight happening, that's if Benavidez can get his title back. I'm telling y'all, Anthony Durrell is dangerous. God damn, how the Pistons come back? How the hell the Pistons get tied up? We was just up by like 10. I looked up, we was up by Orlando by 10 fucking points. Now it's 109, 109, 20.4 seconds to go. Can you believe this shit? Can you believe this shit? These sorry motherfuckers, man. I like to see that shit at. I like to see him do some more fights. Well, Lara fighting. Let me tell you this. Lara at Madison Square Garden is disgraceful. Lara and Ortiz should be fighting. And y'all know Ortiz is fighting Christian Hammer. I knew that a couple days ago. But Lara and Ortiz should fight in Miami. Why not? I'll easily go to Lara and Ortiz in Miami, bro. They can get Gamboa on that joint. They can get Rigon Dial. They should do a card with Rigon Dial, Gamboa, Luis Ortiz, and Lara all in South Florida, Miami. I mean, look here, man. I like Rigon Dial, I like Ortiz, and I like Gamboa. I would definitely go to that all Cuban card in South Florida, bro. I would book my flight to Miami so fucking fast, bro. Like, dude, Miami, for a fight, man. Man, come on, man. I know niggas tired of going to New York and LA. Shit, let's go to Miami. If Broner don't show up, he gonna be an official journeyman. He already a journeyman to me, Flame on 24, but I got you. I got you. Amir Shula say, yeah. Hold on, I'm coming down, y'all. You think Jamil bounces back from the L, or is it the start of him losing? I really don't know his mentality. I haven't seen him do no interviews. I know Tony Harrison been going around the city enjoying himself, so I don't know if he getting out of shape. I got to really see him talking and see where they're about. MGM Harbor only holds 3,000 to 4,000. Yeah, that's not big enough at all. Benavidez versus Plant would be a nice matchup. I think Plant is too easily cut if he fights someone with a good jab, and he will have trouble. But I don't think. I don't see Benavidez a good fighter, but he ain't gonna outbox fucking Caleb Plant. He got to walk him down, and he can do that. But I don't see him as a big puncher like that neither. I think who's a tie, he was a bigger puncher. DC Armory is too out of date and it has no big screen TV. Well, they need to upgrade that motherfucker. How much the DC Armory hold? Yeah, man, do a Miami card, bro. Man, if they have fights in Miami, I go all the time, bro. They need to get a venue with something in Miami. You know, what the fuck? You got where the Heat play at? You got the Marlins Park. I think they just redid it or something. I mean, I'm pretty sure they got smaller venues down there as well too. Why not? Man, even if you got to dig up old Glenn Johnson to fight on the card to get people come out. Why keep a pet if there is even a remote possibility that you may eat it? I don't know, but you know that was that poor. Maybe they found it on the street or some shit like that. Caleb Plant gonna beat Benavidez, man. Benavidez is not strong enough yet. He young too, man. He tired, man. I like Plant, man. Plant, you know, he struggled with Ronald, man. Ronald is a solid fighter, but that motherfucker wasn't even the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth option. He was a sixth or seventh ranked guy. But yeah, good fella. Do you think Charlo can make adjustments against Harrison too? The best adjustment he can make is go back and tell Ronnie Shields, I apologize. Let's get to work. He can make adjustments. He can just fight the way he used to fight before he got with Derrick James. And he beat Tony Harrison easy. No offense to Tony Harrison. I like him. But if he fought like he used to fight with Ronnie Shields, he'd beat the hell out of Tony Harrison. That's just how I feel. But since he want to go out there and be Clubber Lane and Earl Spence 2.0, he'll never beat Tony Harrison with that style. That's just what it is. Cuba Car would be lit. Yeah, man. David is the best at 68. You can't be the best at 68 and you struggle with Ronald Garville, bro. I thought he lost that first round of fight. You got to show me something else. Good fighter. You know, ran Triple G out the gym too. You can't be the best by beating Ronald Garville. Don't forget he got a vacant belt thanks to Callum Smith and Anthony Durrell. I'm not 100% sure he gonna walk through Anthony Durrell like that. I think Anthony Durrell will be his first real test if he can get past Uterman. I'm not sold on David Benavidez. I wasn't sold on Caleb Plant, but he proved me. He proved me wrong, so I've been wrong before. Mel Charlo stopped Harrison in the rematch. He not stopping Harrison in a rematch. Not fighting with Derrick James. He can get beat again. He come in there with if they don't get him to calm down and not be so tight, he gonna get knocked out versus he gonna get dropped versus Harrison in the second fight if he don't change it up. We have overtime now. Oh, come on! I can't stand the fucking Pistons, man. Trade everybody. I'm just saying, man. Him and Derrick James ain't a good fit. Gang CP was going on. Carl Phillips, he said we've been giving some tough teams the business in Orlando. Orlando got a good team. They do. I would probably get rid of that Fournier cat. That motherfucker, he been off all year. Terrence Ross streaky ass been better than him. But Vujovic, I like Vujovic. He just shot a shot now. He missed it though. Vujovic, hella nice. Yeah, I mean, I know y'all like Mo Bamba, whatever that motherfucking name is, but I don't think he might be better than Vujovic. I don't know. I don't know if he is better than Vujovic or not. They really build, but Vujovic right now, the fucking truth. I like Orlando. Y'all just need a point guard. Y'all get Dennis Smith Jr. They go Terrence Ross right there with a 3. We up by 1. Terrence Ross, he a motherfucking dad. Dude, he the most streakiest guy I've ever seen in my life. The Barclays is named PBC. Let me see. 10K on what? On Harrison and Charlo? Shit, let me see if he keep Derrick James or not. It'll be the easiest 10K I made. I don't even like betting on boxing, but it'd be an easy 10 fucking K. I gotta see where Charlo mental at. But Tony Harrison is stroll parlaying around this motherfucker though. I don't know if he got the yak or whatever. Benavidez beat the crap out of Triple G in sparring. He did. The sparring is sparring. You think Ward to come back for easy money at light? No, Ward said he ain't coming back at light heavyweight. Now, you know, what about Ward and Kelly Pavlik? That was supposed to happen at super middleweight, but you said the Army holds 10K. Okay, I thought you was trying to bet. It ain't bad. You must want to eat crow. Y'all, okay. He Derrick James, he can get his ass whooped. I'm telling you again. He don't listen to that man. Dibbo, Andrade pulled out the fight. It was payback. Man, Andrade a fraud. I'm gonna probably stream this fight Friday, man, if I'm around. I'm going to the auto show, man, next week though, man. I'll probably bring y'all some footage from the auto show. If y'all interested in the Detroit Auto Show, maybe I can bring y'all some footage. If y'all interested, I put a vote up in the community tab. I don't know if y'all interested into cars or if you ever been to the Detroit National National Auto Show. I haven't been in about 13 years. Hold on. Yeah, probably about 13 years. I ain't been since the 13 years. That's crazy, right? I ain't been since high school. So a lot of my family, they ain't never been before. You know what I'm saying? They ain't from here. But I'm gonna go there, man. Auto show nice. So I may get some footage from the auto show and put it up on the channel, chop some videos up, man. And they got a lot of different cars, man. So if y'all interested in cars or futuristic cars or cars that might drop y'all money way longer than mine and think about buying a brand new Porsche that I could just sit in. Yeah, it's been too cold for Miles, man. I've been teaching Miles how to bite. So he's learning how to attack right now. So I got to get the arm sleeve. Right now I'm just using the toy. I'm trying to think, should I teach him in German, Mexican? So I don't want to be fucking up words and shit. He gets attacking somebody and I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to say. So my uncle, he trained dogs in German. So maybe I'll call him and ask for some pointers. But basically, we're working on just basic bite. He's learning how to bite when I'm on command. So we in the early stages of that. But hey, if I had to ever give you a dog to get, and if you want a self-service dog, a real smart dog, Lab is the way to go. Lab is the way to go. I never had another dog. My daddy had a child. My brother had a child. Uncle had pits galore. He got a whole pit kettle with treadmills, and they eat real chicken. And I'm not gonna get into his business because I'm not gonna indict him or myself. But he do what he do, you know. But I know one thing: if I was to bring my dog, I'm gonna give you this point of advice. The way to turn your dog mean is the way to get your dog mean. It's all about. All right, you got a couple ways to get your dog mean. You got dogs that keep their dogs away from people. Okay, they keep their dogs in the dark basement, or when people come over, they put their dogs up. You don't let them around people. Now, certain dogs naturally have territorial mannerisms. That's my dog. I don't take my dog around people. He act wild in the store. We had to go through that, go to PetSmart. But you got territorial dog, then you can teach a territorial dog how to be aggressive, how to attack. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a friendly dog and you letting your friends pet your dog, your friends be the main one breaking into your shit, you know what I'm saying? Then you're going to have a problem, okay? But it's all about access with your dog. That's why you see a lot of guys walk their dogs in the dark. A lot of guys keep their dogs in the basement. But when you're talking about kids, you know, you have to make the kids feel comfortable. Okay? You have to make the kids pet. You can't have your kids fearing your dog. You know, you have to make your kids feel comfortable around the dog. And once they feel comfortable around your kid, once your dog develop a relationship with your kids and you and your woman, well, in a time of crisis, the right dog, not them like my girl want a small dog. Like, what the fuck is it gonna do? Nothing. You know, you get your dog comfortable around your kids and the people you love. You separate him from the rest of the world and, you know, people that he don't need to love. Okay. Hey, send me that link, Debo. Send me that link. I think I seen that channel. Yeah, I seen that channel. I think I was watching that channel the other day, but I seen your channel. I seen that channel. I seen that either in the suggestions or I seen it. I seen that channel. Hey, send me that link in my email though. But it depends. It depends. It depends on the breed. It really depends on the breed of dog. My dog just so happened to be possessive because his daddy possessive. His dad doesn't let my dad go anywhere. You can't get close to him. You can't get close to my dad. So, um, you know, that's just the way he is. He won't let nobody get close to him. He a barker. Well, I got his son. He don't bark, but he possessive. Like if I was to go downstairs right now and the kids sleep in a room, and I was to kind of just open the door up in the middle of the night, then he'll snap. He go, you know what I'm saying? But the whole thing about it is just being stern with your dog. I don't do the whole basement dark thing where I don't do the my dog he just smart. He a lab. He know when it's danger. He know when I don't he self like it didn't take me long. I've never trained a dog in my life. Bullshit you not. It took me a day, not even a day, to teach him how to sit. He know how to roll. Um, he learning how to bite on command. He just do his job. You know, he just do his job. And it's all about the dog you got. German shepherds I hear are good protectors. My dog I can leave my dog outside and he'll run around. I just instill discipline in him. So we on the same cord. I can show you 2-year-old downstairs can make my dog sit if you do it right. So I mean Labs is my favorite dog because it's the first dog I got. So I mean Child shed everywhere and they fun to play with and shit. I love my Child Adrien when my dad had it. But my Lab is just they just good dogs. They just good dogs. So pits, the thing about Lab, I got a Lab mixed with a pit. The thing about the pit before I get off, look here, man, if your dog get bit, your dog gonna turn mean as fuck if it's the right breed. He won't trust shit. But think about the pit is the pits adapt aggressive behavior quickly. So if I was to take my dog around my uncle's house and they're aggressive dogs, and he hang around them enough, probably a day or two, he gonna be aggressive. Pits pick up the aggressive nature like that. Real shit. But they got the bad rap for being a pit. It depends on how you raise a dog in general. If you raise a pit to be a fighter, he gonna be a fighter and be vicious. If you rub them, a lot of them is sweethearts, man. A lot of the pits are sweethearts. Even the loose dogs in the neighborhood, they run in packs in my neighborhood, 3, 4 in the pack. Some of them, they run up and I play with Miles in the park and they just want to play. So it's all about the attitude, the aggressive nature of the dog, man. But some people keep their dogs in a dark basement and their motherfucker be a killer. I've seen it happen before. Some people let their dog be pet by everybody, and then it is what it is. Well, yeah, we my girlfriend's sister had a cane corso. He lost his paw. Well, she lost his paw, and her running mate was a pit. They had a pit named Scrappy. I tried to buy him. They wouldn't sell it to him, and then they sold him to somebody else. Ain't that a bitch? That's how I ended up with Miles. But she got something happened to her paw. They cut it off. She ended up getting put down. Beautiful, beautiful tiger stripe cane corso. But let me go downstairs and eat. Appreciate everybody. I'll be back with more content as I get done stuffing my face. But appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Keep looking out for it. Share the video. Ain't like the video up, thumbs it up. Appreciate it. We go.